Hi, this is Mr. Coolis. These are video examples to show you how to do the worksheet today. This is over section 2.1, more examples. The worksheet is going to say, use a graphing utility to graph the quadratic function, find the x-intercepts of the graph and compare them with the solutions of the corresponding quadratic equation when f of x equals 0, and you got to do those problems. So I'm going to do these two problems that are similar to the ones on the worksheet, and you can see what it looks like. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to run through a quick negative b over 2a to try to find the vertex. So I'm going to go negative b, negative 10 over 2 times the a value, which is negative 1. Negative 10 over negative 2 is positive 5. I'll take that 5 and I'll plug it in. Negative 5 squared plus 10 times 5. That's negative 25 plus 50, or 25. It looks like I have a vertex at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 at 5, 25. And with that negative sign, it's going to open down. I've entered that on my calculator, the original equation, and I'm going to hit the graph button. And I notice it does go up very high. I'm going to zoom out one time. And my assumption is that the vertex up here will be at 525. I can trace 5 and put the cursor at 525. So I'm pretty confident I have the right vertex. I notice the parabola opens down and it comes down and it hits right here at 0. And it also hits over here. I'm going to zoom in on this point. It also comes back down and hits at that spot, which I think is about 10, an x value of about 10. Yep, y value of about 0, x value of about 10. So my equation hits there and there, hits in those two spots. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find the algebra to try to find the zeros. So I will take the function negative x squared plus 10x, set it equal to 0, and I'm going to do algebra 2 concepts now. I'll pull out a negative x. I'm left with x plus 10 equals 0. I'll set both factors equal to 0. And I get x is 0. X plus 10 equals 0. Second factor equal to 0. And I get x is negative 10. And what this problem wants you to see is it wants you to see that those two x-intercepts are the same as setting the function equal to 0. So let's do number 2. I'm going to skip the negative b over 2a, and I'm going to go right to the graph on this one. So I'm going to go 2x squared minus 7x minus 30. I'm going to zoom back to my standard screen. And, oh, there it is. It goes way down, and it goes way up. It looks like I have an intercept here at about negative 2.5, and an intercept here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to draw that picture. I could have went through the negative b over 2a. I chose not to. It's going to come down. I don't even know how far down it goes, but then it's going to come back up here at 6. And the hope is that 2.5 negative and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 positive is what I would get if I did this out algebraically. So let's do that. 2x squared minus 7x minus 30 equals 0. And you just did x-wing factoring, so I'm going to x-wing factor it. We'll see if we can get the right answers out. So, well, factors of 2 have to be 2 and 1. So I'll put a 2 there and a 1 there. Factors of negative 30, usually they're close to each other. Could use 3 and 10. We could use 1 and 30. It's probably 6 and 5, though. So one of them being negative because it's negative 30. So I'll try negative 6 and positive 5. Those two give me 10. Those two give me negative 6. That's positive 4. That's not my middle term. This was wrong. Let's try it again. Still 2 and 1. Let's switch the order. 5 and negative 6. Those two give me negative 12. Those two give me 5. Negative 7. That is my middle term. Factors into 2x plus 5. 1x minus 6. I will set 2x plus 5 equal to 0. 2x is negative 5, and x is negative 5 over 2. I'll set x minus 6 equal to 0, and I get x is 6. And once again, what we see are the zeros, what we get when we set the function equal to 0, are the same as the x-intercepts on my function. Now you should be able to do the worksheet.